Protests struck almost all of Europe. Protests of some nature reported across many countries in Europe, demanding against action unbearable levels of inflation and salary increase. Workers in Belgium and Greece walked off the jobs this week as protests have unfolded all across Europe, pushing back against soaring cost of living caused by high inflation. Thousands of protesters in Greece marched through Athens and the northern city, holding a 24-hour general strike this week, prompting clashes with small groups of protesters breaking off from the main group, and they threw Molotov cocktails, rocks at police, and who responded with tear gas and stun grenades. The strike disrupted services around the country. State-run schools shutting, public hospitals running with reduced staff, and most public transport grinding to a standing still. Some ferries tied up in ports too, which serve connections to the Greece islands. Similar scenes unfolded in Belgium as well. Workers set up picket lines at supermarkets and shopping centers to protest against high inflation and energy bill spikes due to war in Ukraine. Tens of thousands of protesters took to the street in France last month in a strike that called for pay hikes to keep up with inflation. Protesting subway workers shut down half of Paris metro lines on Thursday, a nationwide day of walkouts and protests by French train drivers, teachers and other public sector workers demanding the government and employers to increase salaries to keep up with inflation. Bulgaria's two largest labor unions organized thousands of people to protest against inflation and demanding high salaries this winter to compensate for rising cost of living. Inflation hit a new record high in October in the 19 countries that use euro currency. Economic growth also slowed ahead of what economists fear is a looming recession. As a result of these higher prices, preventing Europeans' ability to spend. European Union continuous support to welfare of Ukraine than their own citizens cause people of Europe to protest against their governments. Do you think the Europeans will find a way out of looming recession? Let us know in the comments.